Ok, señores, vamos a hacer una actualización sobre las capturas de personas que tienen antecedentes penales en los Estados Unidos. En un periodo de 33 horas, las operaciones de deportación y control de inmigración del ICE arrestaron a más de 460 extranjeros con antecedentes penales de agresión, robo, allanamiento de morada, agresión agravada, delitos relacionados con estupefacientes y armas de resistencia al arresto y violencia. Sí, amigos, el departamento del ICE de Trump acumula cientos de arrestos, incluidos inmigrantes ilegales arrestados por delito de terror. Se realizaron más de 460 arrestos en las primeras 33 horas de la administración. El Servicio de Inmigración y Control de Aduanas, el ICE, en los primeros días de la administración Donald Trump, se ha realizado más de 460 arrestos de inmigrantes ilegales, incluidos aquellos con antecedentes penales que incluyen agresión doméstica y delitos relacionados con estupefacientes y armas. Los agentes arrestaron a ciudadanos de varios países, incluido Afganistán, Angola, Bolivia, Brasil, Colombia, República Dominicana, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, México, Nicaragua, Senegal y Venezuela. Se produjeron arrestos en todo Estados Unidos, incluido Illinois, Utah, California, Minnesota, Nueva York, Florida y Maryland. 6 inmigrantes ilegales en Miami procedentes de Guatemala con antecedentes penales que incluyen agresión, abuso, fraude, resistencia al arresto, allanamiento de morada y vandalismo. Los arrestos se producen cuando la administración Trump se mueve rápidamente para cumplir con su promesa de lanzar una operación histórica de deportación masiva que, según él, se centrará principalmente, pero no exclusivamente, en la amenaza de seguridad pública. Sí, señores. Fox News informó el miércoles que el Departamento de Seguridad Nacional ha eliminado los límites de los poderes de extradición acelerada, un día después de que rescindió un memorando de la era Biden que restringe dónde el ICE puede llevar a cabo operaciones de cumplimiento. Es decir, que los policías del ICE pueden entrar a iglesias, pueden entrar a escuelas, pueden entrar a trabajos para capturar a estas personas. Los equipos están ahí fuera hoy, dijo el martes el zar fronterizo. Les dimos direcciones para priorizar las amenazas de seguridad pública que estamos buscando. Hemos estado trabajando en la lista de objetivos. Un criminal ilegal de Haití con 17 condenas grita que se y Biden para siempre, mientras es detenido por agente del ICE.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien, charged locally, released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien, charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member, facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE Boston says they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities. Unfortunately, a lot were released by sanctuary policies, but we're here to tell the Commonwealth and the rest of the country that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
Última hora, el ICE ha anunciado que trabajará 7 días a la semana hasta nuevo aviso. Es decir, que en este momento el Departamento de Inmigración trabajará los 7 días a la semana, 24/7. Última hora, el presidente de la Cámara de Representantes, Mike Johnson, aprobó oficialmente la ley Lake and Raleigh y la envió al escritorio del presidente para su firma. Sí, señores, ¿de qué se trata esta ley? Vamos a leerla. La medida también permite a los fiscales generales estatales presentar demandas contra el secretario de Seguridad Nacional si el gobierno no hace cumplir las leyes de inmigración, particularmente en casos en los que el Estado o sus residentes sufren daños, incluidos daños financieros superiores a los $100. El lunes, después de la toma de posesión de Trump, el Senado aprobó la ley Lake and Raleigh en una votación de 64 contra 35. Vamos a ver este video donde el presidente de la Cámara de Representantes firmó este nuevo proyecto de ley que reforma las políticas de inmigración de los Estados Unidos. Miren esto.
It's a good day. I'm going to sign slowly, they tell me, so I can... Are we giving these away? Yep. Okay, good. All right. Where's Mike?
Right here.
Get up.
Thank you, sir.
And then everybody gets one and we'll pretend that they were used. How about that?
Much better.
Much better. It's not great.
Well said, sir. Yeah, you know it is.
We're not talking about college football today, so I love you all.
We're in the basketball now.
Yes, I know. New season.
Benny Tate right here.
What's that?
Benny Tate right there.
Mr. Markey.
Wonderful guy.
No.
Ahora, vamos a pasar con el briefing que nos proporciona el SAR fronterizo en una entrevista de Fox News sobre sus planes siguientes después de las capturas de estas personas que tenían antecedentes penales. Vamos a ver este informe.
President Trump signing a stack of executive orders yesterday, making good on a major campaign promise, tackling illegal immigration. Let's bring in the new border czar to the president, Tom Homan, also the former acting ICE director. So, Tom, we were expecting, based on your initial schedule, that today roundups of criminal illegal aliens and the process of deporting them would begin. That seems to have been put on hold for a little while. When can we expect that to happen? Where will it begin?
No, it started.
It has started.
ICE teams are out there as of today. We gave them the direction to prioritize public safety threats that we're looking for. So we've been working up the target list. There was some discussion about Chicago because the specific operational plan was released. So we had to look at and reevaluate, does this raise officer safety concerns? And it does. Mm-hmm. But we've addressed that, and teams are out there effective today.
So critics were saying, okay, you're going to round up people's abuela, their grandmother, and ship them back to where they emigrated from. Who are the people that you're targeting, at least in this initial phase?
Right out of the gates, public safety threats. Those who are in the country illegally that's been convicted or arrested for a serious crime. But let me be clear. It's not only public safety threats that will be arrested, because in sanctuary cities, we're not allowed to get that public safety threat in the jail, mm-hmm. which means we got to go to the neighborhood and find him. And when we find him, he may be with others. And unlike the last administration, we're not going to tell ICE officers not to arrest an illegal alien. So if they find others, they'll be arrested. So sanctuary cities are going to get exactly what they don't want. More agents in the neighborhood and more collateral arrests.
Yeah. President Trump signed a number of executive orders, as we pointed out, on illegal immigration. Here's what he signed. He declared a national border emergency, ended birthright citizenship, ended catch and release, reinstated remain in Mexico, designated cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, deployed active troops to the southern border, and end the use of the CBP One app, which many people were using to schedule interviews to claim asylum here in the United States. I want to take a couple of those, but let's first of all go with this idea of ending birthright citizenship. It's enshrined in the 14th Amendment. How, with an executive order, can the president change that?
Well, first of all, President Trump's a game changer. Every one of the executive orders we worked on, and these are game changers. This is going to give us the most secure border in my lifetime. So great for him to do that. Birthright citizenship is a major driver of illegal immigration. Mm-hmm. I know I've done this over 3 decades. One of the first things an illegal alien does when they get here is get birth U.S. citizen child. They that makes him immune from our laws, right? So even if he goes to immigration court and loses his case, even though he's in the country illegally, he's convicted of a crime and gets to order removal, they think that the fact to have a U.S. citizen child would make him immune. We can't send that message to the whole world that you can enter our country illegally, which is a crime, you commit another crime, and you can even get removed by an immigration judge after expensive due process. But if you have a U.S. citizen child, you're off the hook. We can't send that message. We'll never fix the border.
Right, but the 14th Amendment does not differentiate between somebody who's in this country legally or illegally.
But I'm not an attorney, but I don't think the 14th Amendment enshrines that at all. We have just as many legal scholars, constitutional scholars, say it doesn't really say that. So what President Trump is taking that action, we'll let Supreme Court decide that.
Well, it's definitely going to go to the Supreme Court. I don't think there's any question of that. Designating the cartels in Mexico and elsewhere as foreign terrorist organizations. This is something that previous administrations have resisted doing because of the potential impact with the Mexican government. What tools does that give you that you don't have now to go after these cartels?
Well, first of all, I've been pushing for this for a long time because these terrorist the criminal cartels in Mexico have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined, right? Record number of sex trafficking women and children, but the drugs, the fentanyl has killed over 250,000 Americans. So they need to be terrorist organizations. But that puts a whole weight of the United States government on them. Not only are we just going to, deal with the operations of Mexico, but the Jalisco cartels in 43 countries around the world. So we'll work with other world leaders to attack this cartel all over the world and bring them to their knees. That has to be done.
So we've got some more violence, this time on the northern border. Border Patrol agent David Malan was killed. The acting DHS Secretary, Benjamin Huffman, said this: a Border Patrol agent assigned to the U.S. Border Patrol's Swanton sector was fatally shot in the line of duty. This incident is being swiftly investigated, and DHS will release additional information as soon as it becomes available. We've been focused so much on the southern border, but we've also, here at Fox, talked about the northern border. But this is something the Biden administration basically ignored for 4 years.
Yeah, the crossings in the northern border, especially in that area where the officer was killed, the crossings are up 600% of special interest aliens. We got a lot of people from India, Pakistan, Turkey, people that can afford to go to Mexico and sneak across the northern border, which is much easier. For the agent, my heart breaks. My 3.5 decades, I buried Border Patrol agents, I buried ICE agents, and it's a sad day for all of us. And so, God bless his family, and we'll help them through that. But a terrible northern border is not going to be underlooked by the Trump administration. We realize they're understaffed. We realize that the numbers are up 600%. So we're going to address that along the southwest border.
Right, and we'll be talking with Paul Perez, the head of the National Border Patrol Council, about that as well. He was one of Halen was one of his members. So let me just come back to where we started. So roundups are happening today. Can you tell us where and how many people?
Not roundups.
Or deportations? Well, how would you characterize it?
Targeted enforcement operation. When we target the public safety threats, we know exactly who we're looking for. Pretty good idea where they're at. We even know sometimes who lives in household with them.
Okay, so give us the scope of what's happening today, and if you can tell us where it's happening.
It's happening all over the country. I can't tell you specific locations because of officer safety concerns, but ICE officers throughout the country were told today, go make arrests of those here illegally that have a public safety problem. Public safety threat. So they've developed target sheets, an operational plan that they go out in the field, the whole team goes, about 5 or 6 guys go on a team for officer safety reach, cover the back door, cover the front door. So they're out there right now looking for the most serious public safety threats throughout the country. We're putting them back to work.
And how many of those serious public safety threats do you think will be apprehended today?
I have no idea, but we have over 700,000 illegal aliens with criminal records walking the streets of this country. That's what we're looking for right now.
All right. Well, as soon as you can get us statistics,